average college student graduates with over $40,000 in debt. And I'm not going to be one of them. Not at all. I'm 19 years old, almost debt-free, very minimal debt, and accounting and finance student. And I'm going to show you all the cheat codes that I have to give you to graduate with minimal debt or just debt-free. Now, before I dive deep into this video, I'm 19 years old. I go to George Mason University studying accounting and finance. I'm on the path to being a CPA in a top 10 firm. I didn't come from money. I actually grew up in an abusive household, financially struggling household. No one's covering my tuition. I had to learn it all on my own. But I have systems, and I'm going to give you the systems and cheat codes so you can graduate with as little debt as possible, like myself. Let's get into it, man. With the first cheat code, it's becoming an RA, a residential assistant, free housing. Now, my freshman year, and I'm sure at any other university you can't be an RA your freshman year, but man, my sophomore year, I applied the end of my middle of my sophomore year, very early in my sophomore year actually. And the cheat codes and benefits of not only you having this on your resume and you're gaining real world experience, but you get free housing. Some universities give you free meal plan. My university gives me half off. I get first time choices on my classes, and I get paid $222 bi-weekly during the year. Yes, there is a commitment of 15 to 20 hours. You're working part-time, but man, housing, especially at George Mason, is roughly almost $10,000, basically $10,000 a year. And having that covered is honestly insane. So what I recommend for any college student, especially after your freshman year, please become a residential assistant. And if you can't, and it's really hard, try to apply the following year. I can make a whole separate video on tuning up your resume and trying to stand out when you go into any career or job. But yeah, apply to become a residential assistant. Yes, it's going to be some work. I specifically deal with the freshmen, so the new students coming in that aren't as experienced or have their grip on life or college. So it can be a little difficult at sometimes, but the benefits outweigh so much. You're here for this video to be debt free. So please listen up. And to add on top of that, this isn't an RA, residential assistant role, but this is becoming a teacher assistant, a TA. I'm pretty sure you get paid at George Mason, you get paid some thousands of dollars, and then there's some small benefits to have certain discounts for things at the university. So that could be another route as well. And then on top of that, it's good resume experience. A lot of jobs really are looking for people that already have some type of experience, even though the job title is entry level or no experience needed. Do these things, and it's going to be self-development, but you're here to be debt free, and that's what's going to happen for you. Now, with cheat code number 2, it's to apply to as many scholarships as you can. Treat it like a part-time job. It's free money. Even though you got to type up the essay, it takes a little while. You got to fill out questions and stuff like that. But apply, apply, apply. I don't have a fully paid tuition from scholarships, but I have $15,000 under my belt from scholarships alone. Now, what I would do first is to start off locally. Just try any bank or any program locally in your area that has scholarships that are outside of the school. Please apply for that. Show interest, apply for all these different local scholarships. Talk to people if you can to get as many as possible. Or if you're in high school, I really recommend you trying to have those grades up so you can get some money from the school to provide to your tuition, because college isn't cheap. I mean, I wish college was free because, I mean, knowledge is power in my opinion, but I feel like everyone should have the ability to be educated no matter your race, age, skin color, anything, man. We should all be educated. For the second way to get scholarships, I really recommend using your online resources, using like scholarship applications online and expand to different scholarships around the country and around the world, and seeing if you can join certain programs to collect scholarships. And finally, the third way is to apply to scholarships through your school. Just right through your school. I'm sure your college, university, it has a whole scholarship portal. Please refine your essay. Try to get as good of grades as you can to stand out as an applicant, and really write about your journey and yourself when you're making those essays. I'm pretty sure the people that are reading these scholarship essays are a little bit in their 30s to 50s or 60s, so have a little bit of empathy and emotion in there to really like pull them in, so you can provide for your tuition, man. College is not cheap. College is not cheap at all. And really act like this is a part-time job. I mean, you can get thousands or you can get a complete full ride. So I really recommend to apply for as many scholarships as you can. Now, a lot of people don't tell you this hack or cheat code, I should say, but you should really go to your financial aid office. Go to your financial aid office, knock on that door, and if you have documentations about a situation or family circumstance or your funds where you don't really have too much, you can negotiate a little bit with your financial aid office, and you can try to get them to cut something off of your financial aid statement, or you can speak to them so you can get grants. And I get a decent amount of money in financial aid, which is amazing, but you can go to your financial aid office, speak to them about your certain circumstance. If you have documentation, that will be even better. But go there, speak to them, try to persuade them into seeing if there's any secret grants that you don't know about. See if you can write anything off on your taxes or financial aid for you to get a little bit more money provided for your tuition, because it's difficult out here. I mean, we're in a pandemic where it's hard to get a job right out of school. I mean, it's as hard as 2020 and during COVID with the job market and certain degrees just getting a job. So please negotiate your financial aid. Don't email. I really recommend going in person. Documentation will be even better to provide. But just try your best. You don't know what they could say. I mean, the worst thing that they can say is no, or just get annoyed by you, but try your best. Now for cheat code number 4. This is to not pay for your textbooks. I'm going to be honest, I do not pay for most of my textbooks. But sadly, some George Mason classes have been making it like required in your tuition, and it already takes it out of your tuition to pay for textbooks that are connected to Canvas. But there is a couple of websites like Library Genesis or LibGen. That's a great website to get free PDF textbooks and for you not to spend any money on these textbooks, because the average college student spends $1,200 a year on textbooks. $1,200, and you can save that money to invest, or you can save that money to pay off your meal plan so you can eat at school. Yeah, please, if you don't use Library Genesis, please use another website or any other website that's possible. I honestly, if it's not a required textbook, I honestly don't even buy it or bother it, but I will use my resources to know what's going on in the class, so I'm not falling behind or anything when it comes to having a textbook for your class. And there's a lot of resources out there for you to use, different textbooks, or just get free textbooks so you can lock in on your class and you don't have to spend as much money, and you can use that money to contribute to your brokerage account. If you're watching it this far, go back to my other videos. I talk about becoming wealthy, becoming a millionaire. It's easy. I'm going to speak this into existence for not only myself, but for you all watching this. You guys can do this. It just takes discipline and time. And these are the small cheat codes so you don't have as much student loan debt. Now for the final cheat code, the fifth cheat code, it's to invest while you're in college. Now, if you followed all these other steps, hopefully you're getting a refund check or getting some money back to you each semester. But with this money, do not spend it on BS. You don't want to spend it on BS. Invest. Go into your brokerage account. Put half of that money into VOO, some of that money into QQQ, or put it in your high yield savings account. So you have an emergency fund. And if you don't know what any of that is, I recommend watching my most recent video or some of the videos in the past that break down how to invest and how to become a millionaire. But for my circumstance, once I got into school, 18 years old, my birthday September 1st, born 2006. My freshman year, I made it a habit for me to learn about financial literacy. And I had $1,000 on the side from me working my summer jobs and just grinding. And I started to invest. I put money into VOO. And I could slowly see it go up. And it's been going up ever since. And since I got my RA job, getting $222 a month, bi-weekly, I'm able to contribute $75 from that check into my investments every single 2 weeks, man. And when you get that money from school or refund checks or anything like that, please reinvest these funds. Then these funds can go back for you to pay your tuition in the future. Or if you don't have to pay it, then you can utilize that money for further things like getting your first home, your first apartment, or a certain emergency in life. You don't know what could happen. So please, if you've made it this far, reinvest that money for you. And this is all for you. Now, if you made it this far to the video, these are the key takeaways. Become an RA or TA so you can get those benefits. You don't have to spend money on housings, meal plan, things of that nature. Stack those scholarships. Apply to as many scholarships as you can. And if you got one in the previous year, apply to it again. Please apply to it again and expand. Now for the third, negotiate your financial aid. Go to your financial aid office, speak to them, show your documentation, and go after it. Fourth, do not spend money on textbooks. See, yes, they can be required, or some of them are already taken out of your tuition. But if they're not, please use online sources so you don't have to spend money and you can invest that money further into your educational journey. And then finally, reinvest that money that's coming back to you. Or if you become an RA or TA, put a percentage of your check that you can put into your brokerage account or high yield savings so you can pay off that student loan debt, or you can contribute to something better for your future. If you enjoyed this video and this was helpful, please subscribe so you follow along this journey. I'm 19 years old, recording my life journey. I'm ready to help guide anyone to success. Peace. Have a good one.